Sunday morning. It is raining. We are heading to HB. We're running a little bit behind, but it was another long night of editing. All right. What's up, guys? So, made it to church. They're finishing up prayer right now. I am setting up. So, we have the huddle ready and everything to go for when everyone gets here. We're here in the creative room. This is the last shot you'll see today of us in this room. There's Elijah. Look at Elijah. Tell the people something.
Tell people what?
Tell the people something.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna tell you the journey of my life right now.
Do it.
All right. So I am a stay-at-home mom. Working two jobs. Another kid on the way.
And never stopped.
I cannot get this
What's
on
the day?
correctly. Today is. All right. So, well, give me a topic, April.
The creative cancer survivors.
Cancer survivors?
Tell us how the creative team came to be.
All right. So
How did you get onto the creative team?
this is how the creative team became. This is So basically what happens is when a church gets created and a creative is inspired, then I don't know. I was trying to make it the birds and the bees, but it's too hard to. I couldn't connect it.
Yes.
We should have everyone just tell their journey in the creative team.
We should.
Okay, so how I started. Actually, I think I've talked about this before
And then
on,
you'll
on the
tell
other
us.
podcast.
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
on
some
the
pictures
creative
of
dream.
Yeah. So this guy is the reason why I started.
Was that
with the
really?
creative- Yes, you gave me a camera at Julian's proposal, and you're like, I was
That's
like, you're like,
right.
you wanna help out? I was like, okay.
Keep talking about that. That's
So-
right. Yeah.
Talk about how good I am.
Talk about how good I am.
This was like a long time ago,
People every day, man.
supposedly, but nah.
Supposedly.
So yes, that's the story, pretty much. That he gave me a camera. He was like, "Oh, just go mess around," because he was flying the drone. And I grabbed the camera, and I was like, I was thinking I was all bad, like thinking I had a camera, thinking I know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing, but I found a natural talent in it and realized that, like, hey, I have an eye for this. So I gave it a shot, kept on pursuing it a little bit more, connected with Nate. So if you feel like you have, you know what, try everything. Just try everything. You might not know if you're good at it, but you won't know until you try. That's like some Nate knowledge right there. That's something he would say. Yeah. Nate knowledge.
Nate knowledge. The craziest thing is that I was an influence on this guy, like, how many years ago? I forgot when my brother proposed, but
That's the start of it.
planting seeds.
Yes.
What's up, guys? All right, so we're about to do some live hosting here at House of Blessings. It's gonna be me and Vincent. I think we have 10 minutes, and we're gonna see if we can get this done in like 5 or 6, just to give them enough time for the praise singers to come back up on stage and all that stuff. But it looks like they're having problems right now. Yeah. Let's go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to House of Blessings, everybody. Thank you for joining us online. I'm your host, Nate. With me, we have
Vince.
All right, so service is now over. I'm working on yesterday's vlog because I need to get that out today. Sorry, guys. I've been so behind on it all. But I'm going to try to edit this one and then also try to edit today's that you're watching today to have it out tomorrow. Or by the end of the night so you guys can watch it first thing in the morning tomorrow. right now we're chilling, we're getting through it. Yeah. It is extremely windy out here. As you can see, it is extremely windy. Oh man. Ooh, tattoo party. Should I get a tattoo? Station tanning. Low station tanning. Ugh. Heading to Pizzasaurus Rex. We were here months ago, actually. It's been a while. Alright guys, so we are here at Pizzasaurus Rex. We got 3 different pizzas between all of us. Everyone. Those 2 over there. So that's who's here. I still gotta edit the other vlog and get that up. Alright. Things feeling just a little bit off today, but as we were leaving a coffee shop that was like right down the street, there's a little bookstore right here, so I'm gonna check it out real quick, see what's up. Well, I'm an idiot. Just an idiot. That just goes to show either how stupid I am or how extremely exhausted I am. I left my suitcase out here in the freaking wind. Shout out to Kenneth Cole, right? Like, what the heck, though? I don't know. I could have sworn I brought it into the house. Well, I left it back here behind. At least it didn't fall in the water. But ridiculous. What's up? All right, so some pretty freaking ridiculous stuff going on. The wind out here is insane, like super insane. I'm kind of taking over my uncle's workstation for a bit, just so I can edit the vlog and everything like that. Man, but the clip that was probably before this showed me going and retrieving my suitcase because I somehow left it outside. I don't know how. I don't know. I have been I was falling asleep while driving here to Vincent's house. Literally falling asleep. And so I had to stop. I grabbed a Red Bull, just something to give me a little kick. So I got work to do. So I'm working, but that just goes to show either how dumb or how tired I was that I took my suitcase out of my car, left it behind my car, grabbed my camera, and then completely forgot about it, and it ended up on the other side of the street.
If I just step out there, look at it. This is wait, okay. Let me go out.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is Q&A with Vince. How do you react when you're insulted?
I guess initially, I'd get pretty mad, upset, but quickly, what I would have to look at the reason why I am feeling that way. It's said that emotions make great slaves, not great masters. And so once you react because of emotion, that emotion has became your master. But the only reason that you're feeling that emotion or you're getting triggered is because there's something inside of you that needs to change. And so I would just look inside myself and be like, okay, is this true? You know, and then if it is, then I have to deal with it. If it's not, then why am I getting triggered? I think insults or comments, directly, indirectly, for any reason, if I'm getting triggered, it's more of a look at myself. Why am I getting triggered? And then address those issues in my life. Once I get mad and react, then I've just given that person power over me. And so it really doesn't matter what people say, to be honest, whether it's true or false. I guess you could look at it as feedback. You know, all feedback is feedback, you know, and just go from there.
How do you know when to quit?
I don't. That's no problem.
Me too. Why? So say a little, expand on that. Why is not knowing when to quit a problem? Like what happens? What's the?
Well, here's the problem. Okay, knowing when to quit, it all depends on what act are you doing. Knowing when to quit a business, when everybody's telling you no, you shouldn't, it ain't working out, do you quit then? Because if you did, how do you know the next customer or the next time you attempted it could have been success? So you never quit. Quitting isn't an option. You may fail many times or attempts, but try to, fail forward. What did you learn in this situation? So when you talk about quitting, it's more, okay, quit what? Quit talking about people? Well, that's just not a good human being. Don't talk about people. Just stop that. So it all goes back to what it is you're going to quit. That brings up Papa James. What I've learned from Papa James is know when to fight and know when to quit. In order for him to be with my mom's second husband, he had to fight up against his family because they were all telling him bad things about my mom. And so he was ready to fight, against everything that was said to him by supposedly the people that loved him, right? When I first met him, like, dude, that's my mom. You know, you're gonna come into my house. That's my mom. Like, you got to go through me first. He was ready to fight. And so you fight for the things that you love, the things that mean a lot to you. And he taught me when to quit. We would, or actually your mom, she lived with them. And on Sundays they would always go to church. And James wasn't a religious person. He didn't go to church. You know, Sundays were his day for drinking. That's his day off. He's going to be drinking. And so barbecue, drinking, fixing up the house. That's what his weekends were for. And so he'd always call your mom and us, you know, the holy rollers, you know, go to church, you know, holding up his Coors Light. And so he did that for many, many years. That was his lifestyle. Until one day he got sick. His health declined. And I saw him quit. What I mean by that is he stopped fighting against God. And he got baptized and was saved. And so when do you quit? I guess you quit when there's a purpose on your life that you can't stop running from. And so he quit fighting against God. And he gave his life to Christ. So he taught me when to fight and when to quit.
How do you find your passions?
Your passion finds you. You don't find passion. You discover what you're passionate about. Many times it's as a kid you're growing up and it's what you love to do. You know, I want to do this when I grow up. I want to do this when I grow up. And then you go to school and people, you know, they put their beliefs on you on what you should do, and you should go to school and, you know, continue education, and you get a lot of things placed on you through education and growing up. That's just what life is. And at that point, you just kind of, your passions and your purpose, they just kind of get buried in expectations, right? And everybody telling you what you should do. I think that arises when we either see some type of injustice in our life, or we're in a lot of pain to where we're just done doing what we don't want to do anymore. And we find ourselves just trying to get away from, whether it's the 9 to 5 or it's doing something you really, really hate just to pay a bill. You know, I think it's going to take, what it takes is for you to look within yourself and just ask some questions. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people don't get to that place in life. It's Miles Monroe that said, the most tragic thing in life is not death, but it's life without purpose. You know, and then he goes on and describes how the cemetery is the most richest place on earth, because in the cemeteries were all the gifts and all the talents and all the books that were never written, all the songs that were never sung, you know, they lie dormant there. And so it's true. Many people, they don't discover their purpose, their passions. They stay hidden, dormant, until a tragedy or something happens in life, until we reflect.
Find your purpose, guys.
Find your purpose. You got passion. It's for something. You may not kill it in every area of life, but I could promise you kill it in one area.
You're gonna squeeze my dad out of knowledge.
Hey, that's what this whole vlog is for, man. All right, final question. All right, what are your thoughts on this phrase? Admit you suck, then improve.
It's a good phrase. Know what areas you suck in, so you can improve them. It's that simple. I think what gets in the way is ego. You know, people want to be good in everything. They want to be the guru. They want to be the know-it-all. They want to be the one who people come up to and, you know, let me give you advice. Um, I get it, but you really have to know what areas you suck in so that you can improve in those areas or get somebody to help you take care of those areas so you can focus on the areas that you are good in. You know, I think it comes to self-awareness, you know, whether it's all your flaws, you know, things that you're doing that may be hurting people, suck at relationship building. Um, I mean, it could be a list of many things, but get someone to help you in those areas. But you have to be self-aware first in order to move forward. So yeah, admit you suck, dude. Everyone sucks in some area.
And that is
Sunday Secrets.
Sunday Secrets Q&A with Vince.